misunderstood. Yeah, I might have been crossing the line. It was just my way of passing the time. You might think it was all just a game, but if the tables were turned, would it not do the same? I found out one thing alright, because something changed that night. You know, it used to be that one particular chick on any given day used to do the trick to make the blues go away. Till I met this one particular chick on that particular day. Now this particular chick is here to stay, and I like it that way. I used to stay until closing time, till the last drink was poured at the end of the line. The last couple had left the floor. The music had stopped till there was just no more. Driving home all alone at night, another cigarette, another neon light. In the slow front window, I turned to see the guy in the reflection. Is that really me? It was one particular chick on any given day used to do the trick to make the blues go away. Till I met this one particular chick on that particular day. Now this particular chick is here to stay. Yeah, it was that one particular chick who suddenly caught my eye, quietly let me know I'm a particular kind of guy. And now it's that one particular chick, the one I love so true, and that particular chick is you. To stay one more day, I just can't do it. There's just no way. You lose your heart no matter what they say. So let the chips fall where they may. If you ever say there is no more, I'll take what's mine, you take what's yours. And we can talk about the good old days when we took what we wanted, when we had our own way. For the glamorous life, it's just a mirage of shadows in the night. But if you think life's better that way, I've got one thing left to say. You know, it used to be that one particular chick on any given day used to do the trick to make the blues go away. So I met this one particular chick on that particular day. Now this particular chick is here to stay. Yeah, there was that one particular chick who suddenly caught my eye, quietly letting me know I'm a particular kind of guy. And now it's that one particular chick, the one I love so true. Now that particular chick is you.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Right, so it's been a long time, hasn't it? So, you know, let's get straight back into it. And, you know, it's really appreciated, you know, everyone that's stuck around. So, anyway, new Brian Setzer, new album, and let's take a look at one particular chick. I think I'm going to go back to naming the strings as numbers rather than, you know, the sort of letter names E, A, D, G, B, E. I'm thinking about going back to when I first started my lessons. I always just named them as, you know, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I changed that and started doing the letter names. But I think it might be more useful if I use them as the number names, especially if we using a capo or capo. I never know how to say that, or even different tunings and stuff. And rather not confusing the string names with letters. You know what I mean? Anyway. So one particular chick. So we're in kind of B flat minor. So just here our regular B flat minor at the 6th fret. So we've got that little kind of intro, and you know, there's a little bit of a kind of upstroke into the chord, I guess. So B minor, and then we're going to actually just sort of to quickly say, well, you know, when I'm in like a flat key, I'll probably use a lot of the flat names rather, you know. So this next chord, obviously, depending on how you want to look at it, could be a D flat or a C sharp. Because I'm thinking of this in terms of B minor, well, I'll probably use more of the flat names. So B flat minor. So we've just got a D flat to E flat. Now, although these are 5-string root chords, they sound a little more thicker, and you know, a way of, rather than just playing that with the bar or first finger from the 5th string, I think it sounds sometimes catching a bit more of the 6th string as well. So we get a bit more of a thicker sound. So the intro. B flat minor, E flat F, like I say, maybe with that E flat F, add a little bit of the 6th string in. Back to the B minor, and this time A flat to F minor. So. Same again, B flat minor, D flat, E flat, B flat minor. Now this kind of chord run, D flat, B flat minor, A flat, F minor. And don't worry, it can get a bit confusing, especially when you're jumping around going from minor, major, minor. So your fingers will probably get a bit confused at times. So all that intro, 1, 2, 3. So there goes into the verse. Same reverb, B flat minor, D flat, E flat, back to the B flat minor, then A flat F minor, and the chord run, D flat, B flat minor, A flat, F minor. And then we're going to shift all this up to E flat minor, so up here at the 11th. And it's all the same, sort of as down there, relative to this E flat minor. So G flat to A flat, E flat minor, then G flat, E flat minor, D flat, B flat minor, and he goes down to this like A flat position to slide back into the B flat minor. So and that's where we'll lead into the chorus. So just let me play. In fact, I'll let's see. So yeah, so when we go back down and we do that D flat, E flat. So from this E flat, we're going to go down a fret to slide into it. And we do the same sliding up to that F. Basically, these kind of chords just on 5, 6, 7, 8. but sliding 5 to 6, sliding 7 to 8. Bit of a slide off. And we'll lead into this chorus with this what are the F7 sharp 9. Although Brian will sometimes, well, very often he'll play, rather than the root on this 5th string, you know, he's sort of going for it, play the root maybe on the well, it's not the root, it'd be the 5th of the chord on the low E, or the 6th, I don't know what to call them. But anyway, it's F7 sharp 9, so so what we got, the 8 on the 5th string, 7 on the 4th string, 8 on the 3rd string, 9 on the 2nd string. Like I say, maybe rather than playing the root there, we could just use our 2nd finger on the 8th of the 6th, the low E. So sometimes there's a bit of a kind of slide into those chords. I've not really listened to this track that much, you know, like a lot of the older Stray Cat stuff or Brian stuff. It's still relatively new to me, so I've not got everything down sort of exactly rhythmically as he might do it. So that's an example there of why maybe you'd rather use your finger on that low 6th string, because you don't want that coming through. So maybe something like that. And so our B minor for the chorus. So I think he slides into each of those, don't think it's picked. So into that B minor. Now we're going to do this kind of walk down with this chord that, you know, something you'll have heard a lot. So we take our B flat minor, and now we're going to our little finger off, but our 2nd finger now will go to the on the 4th string. You know, so our little finger there was on the 8th of the 4th string. Now our 2nd finger will go down to the 7th of the 4th string, so we get this. Then no finger, make it a 7th. B flat minor, and I guess when you hear that sound of B flat minor major 7, then B flat minor 7, and we go to this shape, B flat minor 6. So there I've got my 2nd finger's on the 6th fret of the 6th string, 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then my 3rd finger is on the 6th fret, the 3rd string, and little finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd. We're kind of muting out the air there. And that's why we get that descending. And even from this shape, we'll go down one more. So. So from that B flat minor 6th, take our 1st finger down one more. It's the 4th fret of the D. And it sounds like it does a bit of a kind of sort of upbeatish kind of rhythm for that. Those upstrokes, excuse me, help you catch that kind of descending motion. Then we're going to go to this G minor 7 flat 5. So 3rd fret on the 6th string, not playing the A string, and then so what did I say? 3rd fret on the 6th string, 3rd fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. So a minor 7, but now with our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string is our flat 5. So a G minor 7 flat 5. We'll take that whole shape up to the 8th fret. So 8th fret on the 6th, 8 on the 4th and 3rd, and then 7 on the 2nd. And back to that F7 sharp 9. Again with substituting the root there for the 5th of the chord if you prefer. That'll turn it around. So that first part of the chorus. Back to the B flat minor. So a bit slower. So from the back to the B minor. This time we're going to move up, C minor 7. And here, D flat major 7. So for this kind of shape, we're going to use, or at least I use my 1st finger on the 9th of the 6th string, and then the 10th of the 4th and 3rd string, and then 9th of the on the 2nd string, kind of like a little A minor chord there, but and now we're going to go to what would be kind of like a G flat major 9. But again, you probably, to not have that low E exposed, will maybe choose, rather than the root on the 5th string, just substitute it with the note from the on the 6th string. So we're going from that D flat major 7, and you can keep, you know, from that, if we're using that shape, we can keep our little finger and just shift around. So from there, I'll then put my 2nd finger on the 9th of the 6th string, and 1st finger on the what we on there, the 8th of the 4th, and 3rd finger on the 9th of the 2nd, and our little finger's still the same. So like I said, the root would probably be on the 5th string, but just to keep a bit of continuity and like I say, really not have that low E. If we go from, we can get those kind of sorts of train wrecks a little bit. So so make a bit of sense doing that. And so we even just practice, just shifting, changing from this chord, keeping the little finger down. And then, so we've gone from that B flat minor, B flat minor, B flat minor, C minor 7, D flat major 7, then the G flat major 9. Then what I'm going to do is use my 2nd finger there as the kind of like pivot point to move down a fret. Keep that there. I'm going to move again to this C minor 7 flat 5. Like before. Keep our little finger and move everything down a fret. And that's how that'll be a B7 flat 5. So from that C minor 7 flat 5 on the 8th of the 6th, 4th and 3rd strings, and then 7th on the 2nd string. Keep our little finger, shift everything down a fret. So then we're on the 7th fret of the 6th, 4th and the 4th strings, 8th of the 3rd string and 6th on the 2nd string. That'll take us back into a verse. Well, there's a bit of a kind of the sort of riff will play through, and it'll do the riff with the chordal run. So let's play through that chorus. Second verse. So that again, set all the same as before. Then the turn around with the sort of chord to lead us into the chorus. The F7 sharp 9. No, it does. So we're going to go through around this twice, actually. Yes. So sorry. So last time we went back into the main kind of riff. So we got that C minor 7 flat 5. B7 flat 5, so now just a B flat minor, turn it around on the F7 sharp 9, then a whole chorus idea again. This is how we kind of got some stops. That's C minor 7 flat 5, and the B7 flat 5. So and even that high E, be careful. Got to be a bit more, yeah, I just played that. And of course, that could be nice in some horror context, so, sorry. Again. So, obviously I'm hitting that too high, I just want to probably just, if you're aiming for just some of the lower strings rather than a full strum, you're going to catch some of the others a bit more sympathetically anyway, so we've got to focus on. So then we do those stops to lead into the what we're going to the solo now. That's really just to a B minor 7. It kind of hits this low F. So that final part of the chorus. So let's see. So it's a bit of a funny thing there. So let's see. So we're going to now kind of in our B flattish position. So we're going to slide from the 6 on the second string, back a fret, then back to the 6, pick that, and then pick the 8th. And slide 5 to 6 on the first string, then 8, 9. And you hear him catch this open E. Then it seemed like sort of 3 more times on the 6th of the first string. And back to the 5th and slide that back to the 6th. Then sort of immediately I'm going to play an octave lower down, the same note. So that's the 8th on the 4th and 6 on the 3rd. I'm going to slide this double stop up. So here I'm going to play the 8th on the 3rd, 7th on the 2nd, slide that up 2 frets, and slide it back down, really concentrating on the 3rd string, but you'll catch a bit of the 2nd. And we want to then pull that 3rd string off from the 8th to the 6th. I think it's 2 times on the 8th of the 4th. The next then is this kind of little quirky So I'm sliding the 7th to 8th on the 2nd string, and 6 on the 2nd, then 8, 6 on the 3rd, then 7, 5, 7 on the 4th. Then we have this. So I'm sliding the 6 to 7 on the 6th string, then 6th, 9 on the 5th string, 7 on the 4th, then 6th on the 3rd and 2nd, and 9 on the 2nd. I guess I'm playing that slide with the downstroke. Then that'll do with an upstroke, and I guess everything else I'm following through with a down. Maybe coming up with an upstroke on that 9th of the 2nd. Now this next part, so I guess try that slow. And from here, actually with this kind of spacing and the fingers, we're going to just move that down to the first string, the high E. And now a bit of a kind of a tremolo picked idea. So we want our fingers there. I've got my first on the 6th, second on the 7th, third on the 8th, and my little finger on the 9th. We're going to kind of tremolo pick that and then pull them off. And so let's see, so we're coming down to this 6th, and we're going to move down. So 6, 5, 4, 3 on the first string. Each time, sort of going back to this position. So let's see. I've not really got anything sort of set for that. I'm just each time pulling off and then sliding back. I'm not sure if I picked that. Moving back, moving down these notes. So finish that part with this so 6, 7 on the second string, then we're going to pull off 9, 7, 6, then 8, 6, 5 on the third string, and 8, 7, 8 on the fourth. Bit of a slide, I think. So let's see. So like I say, each time we want to tremolo pick that note on the ninth a few times and pull them off, start it again, do the pull off but then slide it down one, shift up again, next time slide down to the fourth, back to that position, then finally slide down to the third. We've got this octave section. So now these octaves are going to be on the fourth and second strings. And I kind of sort of I use that end of that phrase to sort of get my bearings. Because I'm going to then swap. I use my first finger there on the 7th of the 4th string, 10th on the 2nd string, slide up a fret. Now we move up to the 11th on the 4th string, 14th on the 2nd. And then I slide those in a semitone. I'm on the 14th of the 4th string, what we're on there, the 17th of the 2nd string, slide up a fret. We're going to shift all those down now to the 3rd and 1st string, staying there on the so that was the 14th on the 14th on the 4th string, 17th on the 2nd, sliding up a fret. So now on the 15th of the 4th, 18th of the 2nd. I'll shift all those over to the 1st and 3rd strings. 15th on the 3rd string, 18th on the 1st. Back down to the previous shape. Now, rather than the 15th and 18th on the 3rd and 1st string, we'll shift it down a fret. Back to that shape on the 4th and the 2nd strings, the same. Down a fret again. Because really we're getting this movement of, which is oops. So it's playing around with a lot of that. I mean, even this next, an idea in a moment, we'll do something similar. So, down a fret. So I went down there from 11th on the 3rd string, 14th on the 1st. Up 2 frets. Not sure if he slides that, but then return to 11th on the 3rd and 14th on the high, the 1st. Down a fret, slide back into it. Then, so then 6 on the 3rd, 9 on the 1st. Up 2 frets, so then we're on 8 on the 3rd, 11th on the 1st. Then back now, down now to the 4th and 2nd strings, 9 on the 4th, 12 on the 2nd. Play that 2 times. So the whole octave section slow. Let's see. Then we're going to do something similar again, this idea of so we think here in terms of a little B minor, and we're not really worried about this 3rd string, so like I said before with these octaves, so here we've got up at the 18, 17, 16, 15, and we're basically, so from this little B minor position, but this is a bit more kind of tremolo pick. Maybe I'll even slide up with my 3rd finger to start the kind of run. As we get to that final one, it keeps the 2nd finger down. You kind of hear them bleed into each other a bit. So from those octaves, let's see. I'm just sliding up, like I said, to the 18th. Then the 13th, that's all on the high E. Then 14th on the B, on the 2nd string. 17, 13, and then 14 on the 2nd. 16, 13. Finish on that 15th. And then similar kind of idea as down there, but slightly different on the 3rd string. So 13, 14 on the 2nd string, then pull off 16, 14, 13. Let's start 15, 14 on the 3rd, 13 on the 2nd, then 15, 14, 15. shifted my little finger to 15 on the 4th string. What's that? 16 on the 5th string. 15 on the 5th string, slide down to the 13th, and then he kind of does this. It sounds like 13, 12, and 2 times on the 11th on the 6th string. Going to that E flat minor. So let's try that solo maybe really slow. I'll do that again. Don't know what string I hit then, but I didn't like it. I've got a bit of a muted thing, and also you hear this kind of the drums as well kind of accent that. So now we're in E minor 7 like before, and now we're going to do this descending idea like we do in the chorus. So exactly the same. So it's kind of minor 6 version. The 11th on the 6th string, 10 on the 4th, and 11 on the 3rd and 2nd. And same thing, idea to here. Same again, up at the E flat minor. Sometimes you hear it a bit, sometimes catching those higher strings, and even as we go to this minor 6th again, maybe this time rather than just on those, sometimes hear a bit of the E string as well, so we'd have to bar that at the, rather than just my little finger on the 11th of the 2nd string, maybe I'll be barring that. To a C7, I'm not sure if he's a C7 with one of those 7s with our little finger. Difficult to hear exactly, so it might be a C7 or a C7 with our little finger there on the 11th of the 2nd string, and they'll sort of turn it around on this F7 sharp 9. Does that with a bit of a, maybe we'll, like I say, better to perhaps sometimes rather than use the root, we'll use the 5th of the chord on that 6th string. You kind of, as we strike, we're pushing down on the big beat. Sorry, I keep banging my guitar though. That'll take us to our B minor. So let's see. I can sometimes hear where we go B flat minor to C minor 7, kind of passes through to get to that C minor 7. Something like that. Maybe nothing too sort of important really. It was just, you know, that just spur of the moment thing. Turns it around again. So it was like the second chorus as we finished that. B minor, C minor 7, D flat major 7 to the G flat major 9, but maybe using, rather than the root, we're going to stick to that 6th string. Oh, gotta watch that string. The C minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 5, to B flat minor. Turn it around with the F7 sharp 9. The whole chorus again. So we get to that D flat major 7, to the G flat major 9, and we'll kind of stop, and then to the C minor 7 flat 5. The B7 flat 5. We'll finish. I can't see my fingers. I need my glasses. Normally, I'd probably, when thinking of the 2nd fret here, I'm always thinking in F sharp, but just to kind of stick with the convention we've established, I'll sort of think of this as a G flat major 7. So 2nd fret on the 6th, 3rd on the 4th and 3rd strings, and 2nd fret on the 2nd string. Shift this up to a B major 7, so with the 7th fret. 7 on the 6th string, 8 on the 4th and 3rd, and 7 on the 2nd. Shift it all down a fret. Let's put this in B flat major 7. So on that last chorus, like I said, it was a double chorus, but we'll just do like the second part of it. It was kind of cool how it ends in a major key, even though the whole sort of thing's in a minor. Sort of light coming from the darkness. So that's basically it, really. You know, like I say, I'm not really done a super study in terms of rhythms. Have a listen to that sort of bridge kind of idea out the solo. Nice big bang. And yeah, those sort of major chords on the, you know, the 5th string root. Try and get a bit of that 6th string in as well. Gives it, like I say, thickens it out a bit. So yeah, that's about it really. You know, take it a bit slow, and like I say, it can be confusing. Sometimes even things like that run. Jumping minor, major, minor. Even that. it too hard, you know, let those... Like I say, those upstrokes. Go into that solo. So just playing it, actually, I'm not sure if I'm pulling all those off. Kind of pulling them off at the same time as continuing to pick, if you know what I mean. So let's, I can't go. So I am taking my fingers off as if I'm pulling them off, but at the same time I continue to pick. Always keep it. You could do those octaves with, but I kind of jump over to the picking. Right, so I'll leave it there before I start going round and round and round saying the same thing. So yeah, a lot of great and cool techniques. I've been really enjoying this album. We'll take a look at some more tracks from that. Right then, so yep, give it a try, folks. Have fun, and yeah, great to be back doing this. So I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheers.